Hi, everyone. Welcome to episode 6 of Where's My Blanket podcast. My name is David.
And my name is Gunter. And hope you guys are having a wonderful night or day wherever you guys are listening to this and whenever you're listening to this. Just a couple quick updates as we usually do. We have a website. Yay!
Website launched.
So this website has a lot of new things because we recently are on Spotify now and Google Podcast. I know I didn't tell you that.
Oh, cool.
But basically we're using a software called Anchor, and what happens is they upload everything for us. I only upload to that website, and then it's like, you're on Spotify, you're on Google Podcast.
That's pretty sweet.
They do everything for us, so it's pretty sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for all the feedback. Obviously, every episode we're improving, and a lot of people have said, and I guess for the first 5 episodes, because we're on episode 6 now, I had a more visual focus, so because I was so ingrained in the whole like video editing process, so I was so caught up in like adding all the pictures and everything that I kind of forgot that it was a podcast, right, for audios. So if you're listening on Spotify or any audio only, maybe episodes 1 to 5, or actually just 3, 4, 5 maybe, because that's when I actually started getting into the video editing, but those ones might be a bit tricky for audio only, so just bear with us. But definitely this one going forward, Spotify and all that, so you guys can listen on your commute, if you're out on a jog, and anything
more
new with
audio,
you?
audio experience focused. But I think from time to time we can also throw in a few visual things, right, for
sure,
our YouTube viewers.
Exactly. I mean, we have some things here that are pretty funny, and we'll share that here. We're just going to describe them as well, just so that you guys can hear it on audio.
Sounds good.
Any updates for you? How was your week so far, David?
It's been good. Another week of work, like at home, I mean. So, some things are opening that surprised me. Music stores.
Really?
Yeah, Infinity is. They've been open this past week or two, for like during the day, and next week they say they're back to normal.
Wow.
Yeah, but like the music hall and like the music school part of the division is not gonna open still, but the store is open. Yeah, so I'm assuming that they got the green light from the government. Yeah. I really wish barber shops are open.
Well, I know so many of our friends are getting, even me and you, had a time where we just go to like our family and like, I mean, I think at this time...
Cut it themselves, yeah.
Yeah, and it doesn't look bad. It doesn't look bad, to be honest. I mean...
Yeah, and since like we're basically home all the time, I guess we don't really need to...
You look bad, but that's okay. But
speak for yourself.
You don't have any... What about all the things? Don't you have something that you want to? Aren't you excited about that just came out that you've been all over Instagram about and all hyped about?
Oh, Well, it's just Gaga's music's out.
You've literally been talking about that for like the past, I don't know, since it came out. That's all you talk about. So you might want to share your experience a bit.
I think I'm like that for all musical artists that I love, like that I invest my time into listening to their music. Like just if it's just like a song that I like and add it to my playlist, then I wouldn't really be that passionate about them. Yeah. So these like few artists that I would like, look forward to their next release and like look into little details about how the album's made. Yeah, and be very excited when it comes out. Yeah. I do get pretty pumped up about it when that happens. So Gaga's one of them, Adele, Yeah. I think that's like the main big female ones.
Adele and
Who
Gaga?
else?
Well, you like Ariana Grande a lot.
Ariana Grande too, but even for Ariana, because usually R&B is actually not my best, but like my favorite genre. Yeah, so Gaga's pop is
more up your alley.
I guess so. Yeah. No, but yeah. I mean, it's. I think. I mean, I don't want to waste too much time talking about Gaga's album, but
we have an hour and a bit.
Yeah, I think it's definitely up there in one of my favorite works from her.
As compared to her previous albums, you mean?
Yeah. I mean, like, I think Joanne, obviously, she really wanted to go back to her roots and kind of like, explore some of the softer side and also country side of. Yeah, she had some like more folk, kind of tune to it, color, to that album, and it was nice to hear that. And then the movie came out, right? What's it called?
There was a movie
with Bradley Cooper.
Oh, yeah, I forget what the movie
Stars. Holy shit.
Hold on, we can find this out. That's what
has been made.
A Star is Born.
Oh, a star
I didn't even look at it.
A star has been made.
Wow.
Very grammatically correct.
You heard it here, folks, from the music master. He actually has a master's in music, and it
has nothing to do with pop. But anyway, so yeah, I mean that album, that soundtrack was also very different from her usual, poppy dance stuff. Mm-hmm. So I think this one is really kind of back to the Fame and Born This Way kind of stuff, which I think Born This Way is still her best work.
Yeah.
Update.
I was listening to it for a little bit, or just the songs that you share, and it does seem very poppy and to her.
I can dance to literally every
all of
song.
them. I think so.
Yeah.
So it's definitely more fun for the albums. I mean, hopefully. Yeah,
and I think like
money.
The way she laid it out. Sorry.
Hopefully she makes more money. Well, I mean, it's not like she's in need of money, but yeah.
Yeah, no, so far it seems like this album's doing really well. Like, all the releases gets people very excited. Mm-hmm. Because she also did collab this time, right? With Ariana and with Blackpink. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
With Blackpink too. I should listen to that one.
It's pretty good. I think it's not
one of the greatest.
My favorite.
Song.
Yeah. But it's, after a few listens, it's still quite exciting. But I think the one with Elton John is amazing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'll take a listen to the album then. I was probably going to, but.
But speaking of second album though, like Born This Way, I had something like shower thoughts about this. I don't know. Just a question, I guess, for you. Which album do you think is the most important for artists?
For artists.
Yeah, like.
What do you mean important for them though? Is that in terms of like for them to get the word like so
important like defining them as an artist, and also I guess success, like fame.
Well, those are two different factors, I would say. But are you talking about which artist or which album? I think.
Well, just in general, like I guess okay. Let's put it this way: like debut album and sophomore album.
I have no clue what a sophomore album is.
It's a second album.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, which one do you think is more, like, important?
I would say sophomore, just because I know, like, from my experience, a lot of indie artists, they get, I know, like, for example, Stars, Decemberists, a lot of them that I used to listen to in high school, the very indie artists. The first couple albums, not a lot of people knew about, and it's only, like, as they get on to more, that they start to really find their style, right? Like, also similar to this podcast, for probably the first couple episodes, like we always say. But yeah, I think like for artists, to answer your question, definitely the later albums when they start to figure out their style, what they like, what their value is, and what they can bring to the audience.
Yeah, and how they develop as an artist.
Yeah,
right?
I think that really captures them. And
but I kind of wanted to like focus on the second album because I think that's such an important part of their path. I always thought about this, and it's always true. Like an artist's first album, successful, debut CD successful, important, sure. Yeah, but the second one has to be amazing. The second one has to be better than the first one.
Yeah.
In almost every way. Yeah, like the visual has to be great, the whole idea and just every song has to be hit, and that's the case for
21 Pilots is a great example.
Yes,
I think.
yeah, that's definitely true, and for Gaga too, Born This Way,
yeah,
and for Katy Perry as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and always like the second album, if it was a little bit lackluster, then they kind of go downhill, or they have to spend a lot more time to bring it back up again. One of the example I can think of is Meghan Trainor. Not to diss her or anything. I think she has a very clear idea how her music should be. But her second album is probably a lot of people would agree. Like it was just kind of the same, and it's not as big.
Well, there's no shame. I can see how that would work, and there's. I mean, I'm not sure if Meghan Trainor or those other like these artists that you're talking about, where the second album might not be like as good as the first. There's no shame in being a one-hit wonder, right? And definitely there are some artists out there, for example Lorde, not to say that she was a one-hit wonder, but she made an album when she was 16, and then she just I personally don't know if she's still in the scene because I don't know any music from her.
Yes, I think I just saw an article about her actually.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But I didn't read it.
But yeah, I mean, so there are a lot of artists that just make one album and then I just don't hear from them for like so long, right? And
but I think most artists want to continue and become big, right?
Yeah.
Sure, maybe not everyone wants to be famous and paparazzi chasing them around.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they want their music to be heard and they want to continue. And I feel like like the second album, the one after a successful debut is very important. If the first debut was okay too, then not really. They can keep building. Yeah, but if the first one is successful, the second one has to top it.
Yeah, okay.
It has to be amazing.
Well, I guess you notice that more as the music major, right? Because you can probably, like, a lot of your, like, interest is from the artist's, like, history and all that. As someone, me, who is, like, a bit more, like, I'm from the mass general public, so I just kind of, like, it wouldn't... like I didn't pay attention to that detail, but definitely now that you mentioned it, and hopefully as our listeners listen to this as well, they'll start to pay attention to that too when they.
I can bring up like so many more examples.
I'm sure,
like even Chinese artists, it was very obvious when their first album like it was really popular. Second one has to be even better. Otherwise they just kind of go downhill.
Well, you guys heard it here then. If you're a aspiring artist, make sure your second one is damn better than your first. And that's it.
Make us keep wanting to go back to it.
I can see that. Any other? But aside from the whole Lady Gaga album,
anything else that's new this week? I rewatched the whole Umbrella Academy.
Oh, to get ready for season 2?
Yeah, to get ready for season 2. But,
when is it coming out again?
It's end of July.
End of July.
I did it a little early, but
I
kind of wanted to go back to it.
That's okay. I mean, I'm sure we can. We talked. Who's the main person? Ellen Page. Yeah, she's gonna be big in that, and at least I hope so. I don't actually know where the story's gonna go from there. Obviously, if you haven't watched it yet, it's just a show about 13. Is it 13
No,
people?
it's 7.
Oh, it's only 7? Oh, she's 7.
She's number 7.
Oh, she's number 7. Okay, sorry. I don't know why I got 13. But
Vanya's number... Are you thinking about 13 Reasons Why?
I don't know. I don't even like that show. I don't even watch it.
I know you don't.
So, if you guys haven't watched the show, Umbrella Academy is about a really old guy that adopts 7 kids and turns them into superheroes.
Well, they didn't... Yeah, he didn't really turn them into superheroes.
They had natural powers.
Because they were all born without conception. Like, they weren't conceived.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, you forgot about that.
I didn't know that. Oh, yeah, I did forget that
the ladies around the world, like 45 of them, I think, just got pregnant. Out of nowhere.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I do vaguely remember that. So like their
so
moms got pregnant without ever having sex or like that whole thing.
Like the day they didn't even have a big belly.
Is that because their moms were ugly? Is that why?
No.
Why could she not get laid?
Anyway, well, we didn't spoil too much because those are all literally in the first minute of the show.
To be fair, the show has been out for, I mean, season 1 has been out for
people that
so long.
want to watch it probably already seen it.
I feel like there should be like I know there is a grace period of like when you can't talk about shows, and like obviously there isn't like a unique or universal standard, but there are some, like sometimes I'm talking about a show that's like years past, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then a friend of mine, when we're in conversation, they'll just be like, "Oh, don't tell me, I'm gonna watch it." I'm like, really? It's been like 10 years. Like obviously Game of Thrones now, right?
Mm-hmm.
We have a friend who hasn't watched it yet, and sometimes I feel a little iffy talking about it in front of him because he'll think, "Oh, I want to watch it." Really? Like it's been out for
I think for a show like Game of Thrones I can understand, because it's almost like it's so long, right? And it's like so theatrical.
But if you're not gonna watch it, you're not gonna watch it, right? Like I mean, like you've had so much time already. If you had the intention of watching it, how long has it been already, right?
I guess so.
Yeah.
And also, like for Game of Thrones, there's so many characters. When we're talking about it, most likely they're not gonna even remember who's who.
Well, exactly, yeah. But then, yeah. So I don't know. I feel like there is a kind of universal grace period. Probably like a month or something. But if you guys know what that is, you guys can let us know so that we can adopt it to our social group and our friends to let them know that we can finally start talking about shows. Yeah, I don't know. I'm a big TV person in general, and yeah, I love talking about TV. But then sometimes when we're with our group of friends,
we have to restrict our topic.
Yeah, I've been recently watching obviously a lot of K-dramas.
Yeah.
So after Crash Landing, which is good. Well, no, it was great except for the ending, which I think is the consensus. The ending was just okay, but the beginning and the roller coaster ride that it takes you is.
I was kind of confused in that last episode, to be honest.
So you're confused more often than not. So I'm not that.
No, but like seriously, like the way they like lay it out was kind of confusing.
I can see. Yeah, I
know what I mean.
Yeah, I know where you're coming from.
I don't want to spoil too much.
The ending is not the greatest.
Yeah.
Let's just go there.
Like the whole like on the hill part, I was.
Don't worry about
anyway.
it. But after that, I started watching a K-drama called ETA On Class.
What is that, by the way? What does that mean?
So ETA On is a Korean district, like full of pubs, and like it's like the night strip where there's a lot of pubs and bars, right? It's like the hot spot. And it's a restaurant show. It's a show about like a small startup pub and then how they go there. So this specific K-drama was okay, but the ending was good.
You finished it?
Yeah, I finished it. Yeah. I mean, what else do I have to do during the day other than watch K-drama? That was a joke. I actually work. Not really. Yes, I do. Don't fire me.
Itaewon.
Yeah, Itaewon Class. No, it's like Itaewon.
Really?
I-T.
But there's a W.
W-O-N.
Oh, but so it's pronounced Itaewon?
Itaewon. I think so. That's how I listened to it.
I'm not Korean. But
Yeah.
like when I saw it, I pronounced it Itaewon Class.
It's okay. Well, I actually watched the show, so I know how they like.
So they do say this word a lot.
Itaewon, yeah.
Cool.
But yeah, and as I was watching that specific Korean drama, and because I'm starting to watch more K-dramas, because I think that they are more, like personally, I think their production value is so much higher than like Western culture. I know I always shit on Western culture, but K-dramas just, I can see the hype around it now, right? And as I was watching it, a thought came into my head that one of my really good friends from high school once told me, and he once told me that the reason why he doesn't watch TV shows is because it's a one-sided street. You invest so much time and emotion into a show, and you get nothing back, right? Well, I mean, you get stuff back obviously because you watch the show, right? But like you invest so much of your emotions into the characters and like the whole drama and roller coaster that the show takes you on. But then afterwards, like they don't actually give you. Well, I mean, they give you it during. Do you know what I mean? As opposed to if you're gonna use that same energy that you would to like a relationship, even not just not specifically romantically, but even with friends as well, right? You can get something back there.
Yeah.
So
I feel like that's not just TV shows, right? That's the
or
same
movies
thing
too.
with movies
Yeah.
or even books. Yeah, like you can. But I feel like what you can get back is you learn something. I think, right? You learn something about life. You learn something about love. I think you do get something back, but just not
Not in the way that you think. Yeah.
Yeah, obviously not as fulfilling as something that you would get from a real person, like a conversation or.
Maybe I mean, when this idea came into my head, we were in high school, so like obviously it's.
Yeah, I mean, I can see what he means, but
yeah. Just a quick pause update for a second, because as I was going through my notes, I realized that we didn't. I know we told you guys that we had a website, but we didn't say what it was. So it's www.where'smyblanketpodcast.com.
We'll put it somewhere here.
Yeah, if you're on YouTube, it's going to be somewhere up there. But yeah, it's basically just a website that has links to all where you can watch our stuff. So there's going to be Spotify, YouTube, and then also our Instagrams, and just a little bit of a bio, just so you can get to know more about us. And then obviously, if you ever want to engage with us in any way, whether it's to send us videos or photos that you want us to talk about, share, you can send us, and us not safe for work ones as well, because I'm getting bored. Anything you guys want, all our information is there on the website, www.where'smyblanketpodcast.com. Yeah, good stuff. And I'm going to go through my updates real quick, if that's okay. And I just had one thing, which was we have recently been ordering a lot of Uber Eats, and it's been great because I personally like it. But I want to ask you guys as audience a question, because something that I noticed, and I'm not sure if this is right or not, so I just want to just ask this as a whole. So when we're ordering from Uber Eats, we pay a delivery fee, right? The amount doesn't matter because that's up to the company to decide, right? Whether it's $1. I know sometimes they're really cheap, like 99 cents, and I don't know why I'm making such a big deal of it. I get it. But sometimes it's 99 cents, sometimes it's $2.99. Like, it doesn't matter what the price is because I'm paying a delivery fee, which is up to the vendor to decide what that price is, right? So I pay a fee, and for you, if I have to ask you, like, what is the point of a delivery fee?
To get the food delivered ASAP.
Yeah, ASAP, right? Exactly. So like I'm paying you for your driver and your gas and his time, right? Point A to point B, restaurant to me.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you guys have the same experience as I do, where I pay a delivery fee and the driver picks up our food, and then it says like, oh, he's gonna make a stop along the way, right? And so now that's a really big red flag for me, because now two people have paid delivery fees, right? Me and customer A. In this case, we're customer B because the driver's gonna go to customer A and then to us, right? So Uber two separate people have paid two delivery fees, even though the driver's only going to make kind of one route, right? And that seems like a bit of a scam to me, right? And certainly there are some cases where we don't notice it because we might be customer A, right? Sometimes the Uber driver comes directly to us, and then another person gets shafted because they also paid a delivery fee, but then it's stopping to us first.
Right.
And just so we're clear, this isn't the same. I know Uber has an option where you pay $0 and you share a delivery fee, right? Like that, like I'm aware of that, but we're not doing that. I'm straight up paying a delivery fee, and sometimes there's take another on route, which I think is complete bullshit, right?
I don't know. Like I feel like if you ask Uber about this, they will probably have a pretty good excuse or whatever to justify it. Yeah, but it is kind of annoying, especially a few times that really delayed our time to get the food.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes, like if it's just like really right on the way, I don't mind that much personally.
I do. I personally.
Yeah, I can understand that though.
Yeah.
But like, especially when it's delivered like much later. But like so if it's like you said, right? Like two people pay the delivery fee, and then they take that money and make one trip, basically, right? Then they're getting more money.
They're getting 2 times the money for the same thing.
Yeah.
And also, like, it's not even a time thing for me, right? Like, let's say they drop it off at someone's place and it's really fast, right? And it doesn't impact our time at all. that doesn't matter to me because I think it's the principle, right? Like I've paid you for something and you have done something differently, yet you've still accepted my money. So yeah, I don't know if you guys have any experience with that. Obviously, I hope you guys, not that you do, but like obviously with this whole pandemic thing, a lot of people are using delivery services. So this might not be specific to Uber Eats. If you're using Skip the Dishes, DoorDash, anything, and you experience this as well, yeah, please let us know.
I feel like definitely people are also experiencing this.
Yeah.
And I wonder if it's because right now the demand is high, so
we'll get more drivers, or like, well, I don't know, like there always seems to be an available driver, right? So I don't know if we have to break it down. I don't know, obviously, whose fault, like let's say this is a fault, right? We don't even know whose it is. Is it the driver's fault, and the driver's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do these 2 orders because it's en route, and he picks the route, which I don't really think so, because I think Uber gives the driver the route.
Would be the
so then it would be Uber. That's, if it is, Uber would be at fault. Or I'm just going to use Uber as an example because we use Uber a lot. But for all I know, it could be all the delivery services, right? But you know, the Uber's like, hey driver, pick up these 2 orders and do this route, even though they both paid a delivery fee, which I think is totally wrong. They should get 2 separate drivers, 1 for each, because we both paid a delivery fee. I'm assuming the other customer paid a delivery fee, but if they didn't, then I don't know.
Maybe that's why some of them is 99 cents, some of them is $1.99.
Well, like, so once
But
again,
then that
price
doesn't
doesn't
make
matter,
sense.
right? Like,
Yeah.
price should, like, for my argument, price doesn't matter. It's more of the principle.
Yeah.
That,
No, I'm not saying that the price matters. I'm saying that's how they would just justify it. That's why this one is 99 cents, because 2 people are paying together. But I don't think that's the case.
I would highly doubt it, because
Yeah.
they would have said something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know if you guys have any.
If you guys know,
Yeah,
or if you work for Uber Eats,
or any other delivery service,
you can let us know that we're wrong and shut up.
Or even if we're wrong, I'd like an explanation, like just so I can like
just to
learn,
what's going on,
to learn more, understand the industry. But yeah, definitely something.
Fair enough. Yeah.
But that's it for me in terms of updates, just because that was more of a shower thought, to be honest. But yeah, we've been having really good weather in Toronto, which is nice.
Except for these 2 days.
Well, amazing weather. Today was actually not that bad.
Right.
I actually don't mind the thunderstorms.
It was really. Yeah. Sorry. Keep going.
Well, I read somewhere that thunderstorms, they heal the earth in some way. Yeah, I think that's true, right? Like, yeah, like, and
They're
like
good for the nature.
Yeah, like the more severe, and I'm not sure if this is true, but the more severe the lightning is, the more it kind of heals you, like the more electricity that I don't know.
Oh, that I have no idea.
Some science thing, right? I think, anyways. But
Cool.
yeah, so every time I see, I mean, it was thunderstorming today, where we were in Toronto, but it was very serene. I liked it.
It was really weird because I was recording videos for my group class students.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I had all my lights on in my room, the room that I'm recording on, because it was. I usually turn them on anyway, but it was already a not very sunny day. Yeah, and then, so as I was recording, I see that my face got brighter and brighter, and that only happens when basically the outside is getting darker and darker.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So imagine if it's all dark, then you just have a bunch of light, then your face will be like,
Moderate tan.
Yeah. So, so I was like wondering what's going on. So I looked outside and it looked like it was like nighttime. Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
I
it
got
just
out of the
got
shower
really
at
dark.
5. I got out of the shower at 5. Pitch black.
Yeah.
The day before, it was 8 p.m. Still sunny. Crazy. Well, not crazy. It's just clouds covering it's just clouds covering the sun.
We've never seen clouds
Holy
before.
shit! This is my first time, guys,
What is
encountering
this?
clouds.
What is this
Yeah,
contraption?
but
Yeah, no, it was just surprising. And then I actually said it to the video. Oh, it just got really dark. And there's very strong wind. Oh, sorry, back to
class.
back
It's
to
okay.
violin.
Yeah, it's fun though. No, but I mean, this weather is nice. Aside from today, the weather has been nice.
Overall, yeah.
Which, I mean, it's a good and bad thing, I'd say, right? The good thing is obviously there's a lot of nice weather. People can enjoy it.
Can walk outside.
Can walk outside. We actually took a walk with one of our friends. We were responsible with our masks and
Kept our distance.
Kept our
As much
distance,
as we
right?
can.
But some people don't. We in Toronto, I'm sure you guys in other parts of the world also have this too. But so in Toronto, we have a park called Trinity Bellwood Park. Now, if you saw a more updated photo, there's white circles to kind of
show you where to be.
Show you where to be, so maintain their space. But for those of you who aren't in Toronto or don't know, so a week before, when the weather just started getting really beautiful, everybody just swarmed the park, and there was just no thinking of social distancing, right? And nobody was wearing masks. And I think
not
some people,
not a lot.
I'd say some people were, but not a lot. And I mean, obviously the biggest one is our mayor, John Tory. He didn't wear a mask, and it's
he was at the park.
He was at the park. He had a mask on, but it was just right under his chin, like his nose and mouth wasn't covered.
Oh, okay.
And I just wanted to point that out really quickly because he is supposed to be a public figure, right? And so I think what he did personally is really lazy. He understands the severity of the situation. He still went out and did that with his mask wearing, he wore his mask inappropriately, and all he did was issue an apology. Like that, like somehow an apology is okay. Like, oops, I intentionally did something bad. Sorry. Like, ready? Like, you know what I mean? That doesn't do it for me, and I think that's just a lazy way of getting out.
But what would you have him do then?
Wear a mask properly, or just not go at all? Like, why was he even there? I don't get it. And like, why can't he wear a mask, right? Like Doug Ford, which I know a lot of people shit on him for, but he said he's disappointed in everybody that was at Trinity Bellwood, which indirectly says that he is disappointed at John Mayor Tory, which is very right. I as someone who is a responsible citizen of Toronto, at least I hope I am disappointed in our mayor, and I think just an apology is not enough.
Did you see the Mike Pence thing though?
No.
I mean, there's a lot of things about him.
There's a lot of things.
Not to get political, but he visited a hospital. Yeah, and everyone like behind him and like the nurses and doctors obviously were wearing protective gears.
Yeah.
And he went in there without anything. Yeah, he was just walking in there without any masks.
Yeah.
And when people asked him, he said, "I'm not sick."
Yeah. Politicians are scumbags, most of them anyways.
I just don't understand.
They're just so bad.
Who does he think he is?
I know. And like just another one, obviously everybody knows about the Wisconsin police person. I don't know his name, but I can bring it up. But do you know about that story?
Wisconsin? No.
Oh, no, not Wisconsin, Minnesota.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yeah, sorry.
That's what I've been reading all day yesterday.
Like, right. But yeah, like, I don't know, just anything government related is just fucked. Police officers, politicians, like, they're just all scumbags, man. Like, scum of the earth.
This is a really sad story. But yeah, I mean, like, it's not okay. But I mean, like, at least the government did do something very quickly.
Yeah, he's in jail now. But he's in jail now, which I mean, I guess is a little bit of justice. But it's like, I personally don't think it's an. I mean, like,
I think of course, it's not gonna be enough for whatever happened. What happened to Floyd, but.
Well, it wasn't just that case, right? I mean, there's so many around the world, right?
It's like many times now, right?
Yeah.
And every time people, trending on Twitter and everyone make it a big deal, but it still keeps happening.
Yeah.
That's the sad part about it.
And the thing is, like, I don't want to get, obviously, like, we're not going to get too political or try not to, but it's, like, racism didn't just happen, right? It's existed so long. Even before this, all these, like, recent killing of black people, which is very unfortunate, obviously. Like, there's also, like, Asian communities. There was an Asian store owner who refused some white people. I know I'm shutting on white people, but white people, they gave this store owner a hard time because they wouldn't let them in because they wouldn't wear a mask. So these white people wouldn't wear a mask, and so the Asian storekeeper's like, no, you can't come in.
Okay.
I'm not sure if race has anything to do with it, but I mean, even if you discard this case, you can't deny that there has been like stereotypes among the Asian community, or like
Yeah.
hatred among the Asian community for
sure.
this pandemic, right? So no matter not, like whether it's hatred towards Asians or blacks or any other minority race, it's existed for a long time, even before this pandemic.
Yeah.
But it's just somehow it takes a cop, that doesn't have to be a cop, but it just takes the injustice of killing. Not really, because people have been killing it wrongly for so long, right? How is this one different? I don't know. I don't know why this one sparked so much anger, because 10 years ago it still existed, right? White people have been killing.
Well, I mean, there has been many that really sparked a lot, but this one went to a next level with all the protests and.
But I don't know what.
Yeah,
but I don't know what's different about it.
Did you see the video?
Yeah. He had his knee. He has. Yeah.
And the man practically pleaded for his life.
But yes, so I understand the case. I
think because of these images and the video, and the fact that people may even make it the slogan, so it just. And because of all the accumulated
maybe
hate,
it is an accumulated effect. That's why.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not just this one separate incident that made it so special. So yeah, maybe it's that.
Yeah.
And then I just thought, but I'm glad that we're kind of doing something. It really goes to show in perspective that we as individuals can do something, right? Because in Minnesota. After all these riots, two things. Firstly, when the people started to riot, all the police officers and the firefighters, they just abandoned their buildings, right? They just ran away, which goes to show that we collectively are more powerful than the government, because government, as we all know, is fucked anyway. So let's just not even talk about that. But secondly, you see pictures on the internet, on Reddit, about people cleaning up afterwards. There are so many cleanup pictures after riots.
Okay.
Everybody's cleaning up. They acknowledge their mess, and we do that, right? But so that just goes to show that we as citizens, at least some of us anyways, take responsibility for our actions.
So you're talking about this protest?
Yeah, there were people in Minnesota cleaning up, which I think,
good.
yeah.
I saw some. I don't know. I saw some more negative images too, like people looting stores.
Yes.
And setting things on fire, right? I just feel like, sure, you're angry and things has to be justified or whatever. Yeah, but stealing and burning things, I don't think it's it's necessary. Yeah, sure, you can show your anger through that, but what if you kill an innocent person because of this, right? What if you throw a
Molotov?
No, the bomb. What's it
Yeah,
called?
Molotov.
Oh, okay.
Molotov is a firebomb.
Yeah, so what if you throw that and onto someone's head?
Yeah. I understand, and yeah, well.
But
yeah,
I mean, it's good that people are cleaning up afterwards, and I guess in this case the social network is kind of helping the government realize that people care about this and this is not okay. You gotta do something about it, but then also
they're not gonna do anything.
Their government
the fucking
is,
governments. Well, not just them. I mean, Canadian government isn't that much better.
Yeah.
But. Yeah, I mean, the main point that I want to get at was that, even if we do something wrong, we actually, some of us anyways, take responsibility as citizens, right? Whereas, last thing that I'm going to say about government, sorry, because I know this is a kind of a rant, but I don't just one more thing that makes it so fucked for me is that I feel like it's just a bunch of little kids playing, right? So if I'm in my home setting with you or my family or with friends or even at work, right? There's always this goal for everybody to work together, right? We work together in a relationship, we work together, I work together with my team at work because we're trying to be one unit, right? To make the company as best as we can, whatever, right?
Yeah.
Friends, etc. Governments aren't like that, right? Because it's we see, everybody can see Taiwan, maybe not South Korea because they just reopened and they're kind of getting fucked, but Mongolia has 0 cases of pandemic, right? New Zealand is amazing. We see so many countries that are doing so well with this pandemic, yet we don't follow them. We're just a bunch of Canada, US, and probably some other countries that might be doing not so good. just like fucking 5-year-olds that are like, oh, I see these other countries, but I'm gonna do it my way. Fuck you, right? Like it's just their way of doing things is so much different from everything else, right? I don't understand why. Like, can we just acknowledge that what happens if we acknowledge that other countries are doing better? Do you lose your job? Do you? If so, maybe you should, because you're doing a shitty job, right? Like, just to put it out there, I don't know.
I think that they could have been a lot better, more things they could have done to make this not spread to how much it did. Yeah. But one thing though that might be a good thing to like consider though is, the few countries that are doing well and that you mentioned, I don't know, they have very different social aspects. They're the people are different. And also the country is different.
Yes.
Smaller to mention one. And I'm from Taiwan, so I'm very proud of what they did, and I do think they set a good example. Yeah, but I think it's a little bit harder for countries like U.S. and Canada to just copy them. And I'm not sure about the details, but
I thought about it, right? And I think about why that is, and so like let's just do Canada versus Taiwan for example, right? Because we're both Canadian, and you're from Taiwan, and I've also visited Taiwan. It's just these are two countries that we can speak with with a good amount of experience. Okay, so Canada, as we know, likes to promote diversity, right? We're so diverse, etc. But if you think about it, really, because all the different races that we kind of promote in our diversity is separated into different segments, like different segments of the province, or like in Canada.
Okay.
For example, Ontario, we have Markham, which is a city, and that's primarily Asians, right? And then maybe Chinese, and then maybe in North York we have a little hub that's mainly for Jewish community, right? So as diverse as we claim to be, we don't I rarely walk into Jewish town, right? And they have their own little hub. Everybody's in their own little hubs that we don't really interact with each other anyway, not as much as we want to promote, right? So we're not really that diverse. Versus Taiwan, which everybody is kind of all unified into, at least not unified, but at least more unified, right? Everybody has the same kind of lifestyle.
Yeah, and same goal.
Yeah, exactly, right? Because in Canada, we have this notion that freedom, quote unquote, and I'm using air quotes, but freedom means I can say or do whatever I want without, irregardless if that's a word, regardless, whatever, of other people's feelings or of the consequences, right? You see, I'm just gonna say it again. White trash people from let's say a grocery store. I forget which one. They kicked an Asian woman out for not wearing a mask way early on. Before the Canadian government admitted that masks were good. Before that, this someone from the grocery store said, "Hey, you're wearing a mask. You can't come in." Right? That happened, and right. So, but that would never happen in Taiwan, right? Because even if someone thought that, no one would speak out and because that harms other people, right? You're harming your fellow citizen, whereas somehow in Canada that's okay.
Yeah, I guess as a whole, I think Canadians are we do live up to our name. We are nice, and I'm not talking just Chinese people. I think in general Canadians are nice to each other. They respect each other. But when things like cultural difference and things like that comes to light, they do kind of show their true colors.
Yeah, I'm gonna say true colors too.
And it's not like they're intentionally doing this. Yeah, I think it's just kind of how they're raised, right? And I think that's something that I agree with you. Why? Yeah, Taiwan and Canadians are different because, we have our own circles, own bubbles, and when different bubbles try to clash together, especially during these difficult times, yeah, then some people tend to show their true colors. Yeah, but I don't know. I think most people though have pretty good respect to others. At least
I hope
from what
so.
I've
Well,
seen.
like, yeah, I hope so.
Yeah, from what I've seen and interacted with. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Taiwan, by the way, is not as unified as you
I
think.
know. I know.
But I'm not gonna get into the details. But I think in this sense, in COVID-19 sense, they were unified and they did it together, which was great. Yeah, but it's just part of the reason I was not gonna go back to Taiwan, or I always enjoy going back there and visiting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I would enjoy living here because I feel like Canada is still more peaceful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's just me.
I understand. But I think that's enough ranting.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go on to something a bit more funny.
I think we're discussing things. I think we were discussing.
Yeah, we're discussing
not
things. I just don't want it to always be so like ranty and negative.
Mm.
But do you remember who Charles Ramsey is?
Charles
Ramsey.
No.
Okay, so do you remember? This is in 2013. Okay, so it's way long ago. But in 2013, there was a black guy his name is Charles Ramsey. He was like just walking down the street eating a Big Mac.
Okay.
And then some little white girl ran out of a house and into his arms, right?
Okay.
And then that was red flag for him because, like, it's not very often that a little white girl runs into a black man's arms, right?
Okay.
Like, it's a stranger, right?
Mm.
And then so he knew something was wrong, and it turns out that she was kidnapped along with other people by the owner of the house.
Oh, I heard
Right?
about
Yeah,
this.
right? And so I recently, this was 7 years ago. Can you imagine that? That was a long, like,
2013.
to me, like, when I read this, because this was a Reddit post. This is today I learned of Charles Ramsey, blah 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 blah, right? And like, right, just a little title post. I was like, holy shit, 7 years ago. Like, I don't know, for me that was.
Yeah, sometimes I read news that I followed during that time and then notice how long ago that actually was.
It's crazy time lapse, but so I was just scrolling through the Reddit comments and this made me laugh. So I'm just gonna share this. So if you guys don't know, Reddit is just a forum where people can put comments, and so I'm just gonna read out the comments about what happened here. So I already laid out the foundation of the case. Basically, what happened was once. So this guy Charles Ramsey, he got awarded with quote unquote Big Mac, McDonald's for life, because he was eating a Big Mac at the time of the situation, which is what he was coined famous for, right? So I'm just gonna name them Reddit person 1, Reddit person. I'm just gonna say person 1, person 2, right? And I'll just go down the comments. So person 1 says he did get lifetime McDonald's. Person 2 says not really. He said McDonald's gave him $2,000 in gift cards, and he handed them out all to every homeless person and kid that he could find. And then person 3 says, yeah, that's a smart move. Eating $2,000 worth of McDonald's could do a hell of a lot of damage to your health. Person 4 says, I don't think you're supposed to eat it all at once. And then person 5 says, oh, sorry, I thought this was America. That last one made me laugh, and he got
pretty good.
That last one got a gold star, yeah, or like
a lot of jokesters and like budding comedians on Reddit.
That made me laugh. I don't know. I like scrolling through my phone a lot. Just obviously, I'm sure most people do.
Yeah, everyone. I think not everyone, but a lot of people like to do that. But I guess for me, I do that on Instagram. And you like to do it on Reddit. Yeah. I think Reddit is amazing too, but I don't know why. For some reason, I just never got super into it. One reason was, do you have an account for Reddit?
Yeah.
So you can upvote and stuff and leave
I can
sometimes.
upvote.
Yeah. So I love doing those
things.
But
I rarely do. I know
you don't.
I'm just like
yeah.
a stalker
But I love doing.
background.
I love doing things like that, but I couldn't because I can't figure out my password.
Why don't you just get a new account? It's free.
That's the thing. So I've been trying to get a new account. I didn't try that.
Oh yeah,
no, but I've been trying to get my account back, and for some reason the process is just terrible. Like I tried to reset it and didn't work, and
it's free. Just get a new one. Yeah,
I guess so. But like then I just got frustrated, and I never tried to ever again. So
speaking of scrolling through Instagram, you brought up a really good point. Have you personally, or the audience, have you guys ever found like a post with a hashtag that is totally not relevant? Like, is that a thing? Because like obviously I don't
which
use,
one?
Like for example, food. I'm just gonna show you guys right now on the screen. So if you're on Spotify or any other audio thing, then you guys can just do it when you're at home. But I'm just searching up hashtag food, and I'm just gonna show you on the screen real quick. Okay. So I searched up hashtag food. Okay. One of the top posts is literally just a picture of a girl. Okay. What the fuck?
Maybe she's implying something.
I understand if it's like a picture of a girl holding a food. I understand that.
Yeah,
okay.
that's
but this
fine.
one, this like yeah.
Can you click on it?
Oh sure. Like this is just. I'll try to zoom in.
She's Canadian.
Wow. But yeah. Obviously.
No, I wanna see her other hashtags.
Oh, how do you see that?
Press the plus. Go up.
Up.
What? Up.
What do you?
No, scroll here.
I am. Oh.
No, now you are.
Oh plus.
Oh wait, those are the comments.
Yeah.
She didn't even add hashtag. Oh, it's here. It's here.
So she has love, TFLers, Tweetgram, photo of the day, 20 likes, amazing, smile, follow for follow, like for like, look, Insta, IG. All of these are fine, right? Girl,
Food.
follow me. But food is just so fucking random. I don't know.
Maybe her other photos are about food. I don't know.
But then, yeah. And then like, is this any more? Wait, does this have food in it?
Yeah. Oh no.
Then why does it say most recent? Sorry.
Okay, we can't even read that though.
Food. I'm trying to look for food. 1 second.
It's the same. Everyone's using the same hashtags.
Okay, this picture, if you guys can, this picture is a group of guys, for those who are on audio only. 5 guys, and there's a hashtag called girl. Are we being serious here? I don't get it. Like, I personally can't understand. Like,
But it's so funny because they're using exactly the same hashtags. Do you see these?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know, it's like a format.
Is it?
Yeah, I feel like, there's those apps that just tells you what hashtag to use to get featured.
This guy's
But this
food.
one is not.
No, this guy's food. I understand it.
What about this? Okay,
food.
it's not the same, but food at the very end.
Yeah, so...
Girls...
Yeah, we're just looking at pictures that have nothing to do with food, yet they're hashtag food. So my question to you is, because you talked about scrolling on Instagram, this kind of bugged me, and I was just thinking, does it help them get more exposure or something? Like, so when we're promoting Where's My Blanket and the episodes, should I be hashtagging food and girl? Should we try that? Hashtag food and girl?
I personally don't like to do it, but honestly, I might have thrown a few myself. But for me, like, because for my plant stuff, right, I don't throw in too random stuff because I know people sometimes do look through them. Yeah, so for example, I might throw in one that's not related to the plant that I'm posting. Yeah, so if I'm posting about air plants and I throw in succulents.
Yeah.
So I do that
but
sometimes.
See, you're honest, and that's fine.
Yeah, I mean, like, I throw in something that's still relevant, and because my page has some succulents, so if they click on this, they can see succulents on my page. Right, but yeah, like not. So for example, I'm never gonna put in my
girl?
hashtags girl, or food even.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And people would think this is edible.
That was just a little.
Yeah. No, that's pretty interesting. But I think it's.
Is it an exposure thing? Is that
especially
why?
Seeing those two has exactly the same hashtags. It's just from the format.
Oh,
app.
okay.
Yeah. There's apps that tell you what to get likes. Yeah, what kind of stuff to hashtag to get likes from.
I see. I'm going to show another thing. Sorry for all the Spotify people. I know I keep apologizing. This one's pretty funny. And I'm going to show my screen again. 1 second. Duplicate. All right. So this is a picture called Biology. It's a meme. It says biology class is canceled.
Oh, they're so cute.
And then there's a picture of 4 frogs, all of which are Pokemon. 3 of them I don't really know, because obviously biology class is canceled, which means the frogs don't die. Haha. But the thing that caught my attention is that on the bottom right-hand corner, Bulbasaur is there. Did you guys know that Bulbasaur was a frog? Because I did not. I always thought that he was a dinosaur.
Yeah, because Bulbasaur.
Yeah, like dinosaur. Yeah.
So until you sent me this, I don't think I ever consider. Oh wait, I did, because you know why? His Chinese name.
Oh, okay.
His Chinese name is 妙蛙种子, which means fantastic frog with a seed.
I see. So I did some research on Bulbasaur specifically, and it turns out that despite his name, he is an amphibian. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Wikipedia categorizes him with all the research as an amphibian.
So funny.
So yeah, I thought that was weird.
Yeah.
Which
is that Greninja?
I think so. I don't know anything other than Gen 1.
I don't know this one though.
Yeah. I don't know anything other than Gen 1.
This is the other form of what's the fighting frog? It's that evolves from
This is not Gen 1, so I don't know.
Yeah, but I have this one.
Okay, well,
I'm Pokemon Go.
Wow, so great. Oops, sorry, you guys shouldn't see my screen. 1 second. So
nothing's there, don't worry.
Wow. So speaking of that Pokemon thing, we're gonna play a little game. Get ready.
That's my jam.
Yeah. This is gonna be the greatest thing. It's gonna be fun. So let me just share screen again. I have to bounce back really quickly. So I took the liberty of
It's an interesting photo.
I thought this was cute, so I didn't want to just do like a normal 150 Pokemon.
Sorry, there he is. That one?
Oh, Poliwhirl.
So if you use a different way to evolve this one, it turns into...
Oh, but that's like a next gen thing. Oh, yeah, Poliwag. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So I took the liberty of doing some research on all the Pokemons. Mm-hmm. Obviously, the obvious ones we're not going to go through, but some of them I thought were hilarious. Like what animal we thought they were, but they're not. So yeah, we're just gonna go through them kind of just for fun.
Sure.
And
you have a list of them, or?
Well, I have a list of the ones that I found were interesting.
Okay.
Obviously, if we don't, we can just go on Wikipedia and go, what animal, right?
Mm-hmm. Some of them are literally not animals, right?
Exactly, right?
Yeah.
So, but for Charmander, I thought he was also a dinosaur personally.
Yeah.
Right?
He's a dinosaur.
He's not. He's a salamander.
Oh no!
But then I think
much uglier.
I don't know about I don't know enough about animals to be like, oh, that's a salamander, right? I just instinctively be like dinosaur.
Charmander, I guess the name kind of gives it away.
Yeah.
But in Chinese, he's a dragon.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
That's so funny.
But can salamanders be dragons?
I have no
idea. Or is that okay? Anyways, yeah.
Salamander is a real thing.
Yes.
Dragon is
not. Komodo dragon. Komodo?
Oh, Komodo dragon.
Dragons are a thing. Yeah. So I mean,
guess so.
A form of dragon is real. But yeah, we're not gonna go through all 150 obviously, and we're not gonna go through all the evolutionary forms. But obviously, Squirtle is a turtle, and Blastoise is also a turtle, right? So we don't need to go through the evolutionary ones. But so the next one that I found interesting was Sandshrew. But before that, do you see any on here before Sandshrew, like between Charmander and Sandshrew, that you want to take a look at before we skip all these? And if you guys are listening on Spotify or audio only, it's just we're just going in order from 1 to 150. That's it. So
no, I think the other ones are pretty clear.
Yeah, straightforward,
right? And rats.
Yeah,
and,
Pikachu is a mouse. If you guys, I mean, I think that's more standard and widely known.
Yeah,
just because he's popular.
People are not gonna think he's a cow or something.
Yeah, but Sandshrew, I always thought he was a crap. What are those called?
I know it in Chinese. 穿山甲. Anteaters?
Yeah, anteater, right?
Yeah.
I thought he was some kind of anteater or something. He is actually pangolin.
Pangolin. There we go.
Is that the same thing?
They're related.
Oh, okay.
I think so.
So
yeah.
I'm right. Not that I'm right. I'm right.
Yeah. Pangolin, especially the evolved form. I think it's very obvious. But even Sandshrew looks exactly like.
Okay, so I was right. So
pangolin.
I didn't know that pangolin was similar to anteater. I was like, oh.
I think they have. Yeah, their biology is similar, but it's a pretty cool animal.
Nidoran and Nidoran, I thought they were mouses, but what do you think they are?
They're not mouse.
What would you say they are? Because I didn't think this, but obviously if it's more obvious to you guys.
I mean, it becomes a dragon in the end.
No, just Nidoran.
Just
I'm only
Nidoran?
talking about the primary form.
Fox?
That's Eevee, and that's Vulpix, by the way.
I know, but what is it then?
They're rabbit or hamster. Would you think that?
No.
I mean, I can see hamster.
How is it a rabbit?
I can see hamster, but not rabbit. Yeah.
No.
And if you guys want to
Hamster.
fact check this, by the way, just go on Wikipedia. Like, I just Wikipedia this. Like, what
That's
animal
pretty cool.
is. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Well, I mean, the face kind of looks like a rodent,
Mm-hmm.
right? But I was just gonna say rat instead of a hamster.
rabbit,
'Cause
yeah.
hamster is like much smaller and definitely not rabbits.
This one is hilarious, guys. You guys are gonna fucking be.
Is it Jigglypuff?
No. Jigglypuff is just a random.
Fairy.
Yeah, like, they're not real.
Yeah.
Venonat.
Huh?
Venonat. This guy. The one that evolves into
Oh,
a
I think I've
moth.
heard about this.
Can you guess what he is? I'm gonna pull up the Wikipedia because I want to quote this. I don't want to
Is
just.
it a fly?
No, it's not. I'm gonna do it on Wikipedia right now. Hold on. What animal is Venonat?
I think I've heard about this before.
Venonat is based on a gnome, a mythical creature from around the European Renaissance, or similar creature such as an elf, which is short, usually nocturnal creatures of the grassland, thought to have magical powers, who are also somewhat shy and withdrawn from humans. Venonat is a fucking gnome or elf. Did you guys know that?
That makes no sense.
I did not fucking know that.
How does a gnome turns into a moth? Right? Like, it has to make sense.
That one was funny. I saw that. I was like, what the fuck?
That's hilarious.
yeah.
Venonat. I'm just looking at more photos and try to imagine.
I just thought it was a bug, right?
It's a bug.
Or just a
It's
random bug. He's
it's
a
fly
gnome.
or something. Not like gnome looks nothing like this.
Yeah.
Or Venonat looks nothing like a gnome. Either way, it doesn't work.
Abra is pretty cool.
Where's Abra?
Abra is the psychic person.
Suddenly forgot. Oh,
Psychic. So, just a quick fact: Alakazam is loosely based on Houdini. Yeah, I didn't know
the
that.
person?
Yeah, Houdini.
Oh,
Yeah,
interesting.
the magician. He's pretty cool. But Abra, what kind of animal would you say he was? Which I am surprised as well. I can
It's
see.
an animal?
Yeah, I can kind of see it, but it's not as obvious as some of the other ones.
Oh, okay. Is it a lizard?
Fox.
Abra is a fox?
Fox-like. So he is a fox-like Pokemon. I guess obviously not as fox-like as Vulpix and Eevee, but yeah.
That's crazy. I cannot see fox. Oh, the face kind
Yeah,
of.
yeah, I guess.
Yeah, the face kind of, but like he's like shiny and stuff. Yeah, and the tails. I don't know. I never thought about it as an animal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did. I mean,
It's
yeah,
like
I
a
just
mystical creature to me. Oh, what about this guy?
Machop?
Yeah.
Machop is just human.
Oh,
Yeah, like similar to
human form.
Yeah, like similar to Jinx and Mr. Mime. Like they're based on humans,
Mm.
but like with their hands, obviously. Yeah, and hands and feet. But going
Mr.
down.
Mime is more based on like clown.
But
or-
still human though, right? Like
or
still
nightmare.
like our
He's pretty
yeah.
scary looking.
Yes, yes.
But in the show, he's really cute though. He's really funny.
I don't think he's that. I think the Pokemon are cuter,
Mm.
but yeah,
No, but in Alolan, anyway, like the new one, he's pretty cute.
yeah. David, as you know, plays Pokemon Go, so you guys can play with him if you want.
It's okay.
Yeah.
I'm not that great.
Grimer is literally just shit, which I think is hilarious.
Where?
Grimer here, Grimer and Mug. They're literally just shit. Like as I
I
was.
thought they're mud.
Oh really? I thought they were because I thought they were like just sewer stuff. Yeah. So like
Probably.
as I was doing research for this, I had to take a shit. And then I went to the bathroom, and when I did, I was like, "Holy shit! I'm shitting out Grimers."
Oh my gosh. Your poo is purple?
No, it's just like, but it's
Check out
waste.
your
Well, sewage is
bubble
waste,
tea.
right? And then,
I see.
yeah.
What
funny
about
stuff.
this guy? Is he based on anything?
Drowsy?
Mm.
I want to say actually, I didn't do research on Drowsy, but
Is
I
it
want to.
elephant?
I thought it was obvious that it's an elephant, right? But can you check?
Drowsy. Oh, I'm getting drug. I'm getting drug.
No, Google what kind of animal is drowsy. Drowsy is Drowsee. There's no Y. You're probably misspelling it.
Yeah. There's trying to tell me what drugs to take. Drowsy Pokemon animal. I still spelled it wrong. Oh, a tapir.
What?
That resembles a tapir.
Can you spell it?
Oh, I know. 马来貘.
Okay, literally none of our.
You don't know that. It's tapir is Tapir.
Tapir.
Yeah, or apparently it's supposed to be pronounced tapir. Tapir.
You know what?
It looks like this.
Oh, okay.
It's an Asian. Yeah.
It looks like an anteater too.
I'm not sure, but they have they have a funny nose.
It has a long nose as an anteater.
It's a pretty cool animal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
right.
and they're black and white, half white, half yeah.
All right. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
That was also a good one. Which one was funny? Oh, I mean, Veteran was obviously the funniest. It's still always going to be the funniest. I guess coughing and wheezing aren't, like, this isn't really a Pokemon or an animal thing, but I always thought they could also
gas
be...
bombs, right?
Yeah, they're gas bombs, right? But I also thought... I know they're poisonous type, but I always thought they could also be ghost. Because because of how airy they are.
Yeah, kind of just floating.
Yeah, they're always kind of floating.
That's true.
And then I always thought they could be, but they're never ghosts, right?
Yeah.
They're always just poison.
Yeah.
Which I think was. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I was like, yeah, and then obviously.
Oh, this guy is Gen 1.
Yeah, that's Tangela. Yeah, he doesn't have any evolve.
No, not this one. This one.
Oh, Kangaskhan.
Yeah.
He's kangaroo, obviously.
I forgot that he was Gen 1 for some reason.
Yeah. Yeah, Jinx is
Jinx
literally...
is the funniest. It's literally Nicki Minaj. Sorry.
You heard it here, folks.
Have you not heard it?
David
before?
Lin, ladies and gentlemen. No, I heard it. I mean, yeah.
You can just hear, Anaconda when you see that image.
Alright.
It's too funny.
Maybe Nicki Minaj was once Jinx for Halloween. Or maybe, well, technically Jinx was here much longer, right? Maybe Jinx is her inspiration. We don't know, right? We don't know.
Yeah, we're just talking about the whole outfit, by the way. Anyway.
Talking about the sound too, her voice is just, that was a joke.
Snorlax. What about Snorlax?
Snorlax is a bear.
Oh, I guess
right?
so.
He's just a bear. At least, yeah. That was
weird ass big bear though. Kind of like Totoro.
Yes, I would say so. Yeah, I would say so. But I think that was most of the funny ones. Yeah, that was just a really fun Pokemon game.
That is a fun one to go through. Forgot about the whole tapir thing. Oops.
It's alright. Alright. Anything you want to share?
Yeah, I didn't really find anything. I had a few videos, but probably for now, not stay away from video for this episode anyway.
Okay. I'm gonna share. Oh, I know. I just feel bad always talking, but I'll share a fart story. If that's okay.
Sure.
So
is it about me?
No. Okay. Well, it's not about you. At least I don't think it is. Let me just pull it up. So I was just browsing through Reddit or Facebook or something, and I came across. I don't know. It's just a funny. It was just a little story, meme, I guess, with a funny story. And I'll have to bring it up. 1 second to find it. It is on... I can't find it. Fuck. Oh, here it is. Okay. So it's on a website called Green Lemon, which is different from partylemon.org or Meatspin, if you guys have ever heard of those. You obviously haven't because you weren't your childhood wasn't here. But if you guys are 18 plus, visit lemonparty.org. If you're 18 plus, obviously.
Is it dirty?
Yeah, it's fucking hilarious. It's so funny. When I first saw it, obviously I was really young. I was like, "What the fuck is this?" But then when maybe that website turned me gay. I don't know, but it's hilarious. Yeah, it still exists, by the way, for those who know what I'm talking about. Anyways,
Green Onion.
No, so the website is partylemon.org, but then the website that I found this on is called Green Lemon.
Okay.
It's just it just posts a bunch of collective stories, 20 things that are hilarious, right? Those kind of things that you see.
Okay.
Anyways, I'll read you the story, and then I'll just talk about why it's important, or why it's funny to me. So here's the story. Today in math class, I had the urge to fart. I had the bright idea that if I dropped my textbook and farted at the same time, nobody would hear it.
Sounds hilarious.
I dropped my textbook, everybody looked at me, and then I farted loudly.
That is so sad.
That made me laugh really loud. And also, that actually happened to me. So not the textbook part, but I did fart really loud in school, in a classroom. Unintentionally. It was grade 1. I think it was 1, like 1 or 2. Like, I was young. I remember being in homeroom, and like, I was a bored grade 1 person because, I don't know, whatever. I was just really bored, so I had my hands and head on my desk, just kind of like whatever. Teacher was talking and kind of teaching her lesson, and I don't know, for some reason I just had this urge, like all this gas just built up super fast, and then I was like, oh shit, gotta hold it in. And we're like kind of deep into the day. It's like 2 o'clock, like we're almost home, because I remember this was like deep in the day. Teacher's talking, and then she's just silent for that 1 second. Just great timing. Fucking great timing. Silent for that 1 second, and all you hear is this. But much louder.
That sounds like your fart.
Longer, right? Just, and then everybody just turns to look at me, and I just put my head down. Now, you'd think it'd be traumatizing, but props to my grade 1 teacher, who actually did a good job. She heard it. I could see her stunned face for like a good half second. That's it though. Like she had her mouth open for a half second. Like, the fuck just happened? Right back to teaching.
That's
and then
good.
Everybody just, and then like, because I don't remember being so traumatized by that.
Because they didn't like laugh, and
there was
the
no,
teacher didn't like just stop.
no laughing. Everybody just got back to class, and I was like, all right, cool. Like, and then like no one talked about it, no one made fun of me that I can remember. It's grade 1, obviously. I was 6 years old.
That's pretty good.
But yeah, props to my teacher for handling that well. But I don't know. I read that and I thought it was just, fucking hilarious.
That's pretty funny. Have you ever?
Yeah? Oh, you go.
Have you ever, like, I'm sure most people have done this, like farted and then
A little bit comes out?
No. And then pretend that it wasn't you. Like, it wasn't him.
You can only get away with that if it's silent.
Yeah.
Like, if you fart silently, then you can be like, ew,
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah,
obviously, right?
Like, obviously it didn't come out of your, like, but like super loud. I mean, like, so yeah, those quiet ones, and then it was the smell that people notice, and then you like try to like.
Oh yeah. So I always did. So that happened many times. Obviously.
I mean, with people I'm more talking about like with strangers.
No, strangers. Yeah. Okay. So this
awkward.
happened a lot in class too. Well, not in class, but like just with friends, which I guess I wasn't like too close to, obviously. But what happened? Well, like what my strategy was, I always went by the rule: if you smelt it, you dealt it. Right? So if I got the chance to fart silently, what I did was you hold it or like you hold your reaction until someone else smells it or says something, right? Because this is the funny thing. Sometimes people don't say anything, and like you can smell it, and you're just like, but then no one says anything, so you're just like, okay, I guess I'll just leave it alone, right? Because no one knows it's you.
Yeah.
But then if someone says it, then you're like, oh yeah, I can smell it too. But then the pressure isn't on you because you're not the one that brought it up.
Yeah.
And then so I'm definitely that asshole. I am definitely that person.
But I think that's a normal reaction, right? If no one said anything, obviously you're not gonna be like, I wonder what this smell is that's coming from my area.
Well, we did that. I mean, I did that when I was younger because obviously, like when you're younger, bodily fluids and functions are nasty, right? And you get made fun of. But now, like when obviously older as an adult, if I fart in front of your friends or my friends, oops, like sorry, right?
Yeah.
Like, I man up.
No, I'm talking about more like
when you were in kids, right?
Oh yeah, or no, like with strangers. Like for example, in the elevator.
Oh.
Yeah. Or like
well,
in a public space.
Okay.
And then like, how do you get away with that?
Well, that is obviously easier, right? Because no one knows it's you. If I'm in an elevator,
I mean, if it's just two people, then
obviously
you're fucked.
Yeah, you're fucked. But if I'm even like where would you be in an enclosed space? Because when I go out, you'll be in a restaurant.
Or like in office. Yeah, or I mean even in restaurant if the seats are kind of close.
Office. I've never done that at work. I've never farted at work.
What? Are you serious?
No, not in that way.
Like
I think I
only
sit
silently and.
I think I sit
doesn't
far
smell?
enough away from other people that I've never had to worry about that. I have
see.
farted at work, obviously.
I guess yeah. I
You
guess
know
I
me,
try to
I'm the
avoid.
fart king. I love farting.
Yeah, I know. I guess yeah. Just try to avoid people hearing.
Sorry, I found this fart soundboard.
That one is nasty.
And so
No, the first one sounded more like you.
yeah, this
Yeah.
one's called Big Fart. This is called Fart 2.
Yeah, that one.
Are my farts that short though? You know what I
I
mean?
mean, the first one maybe.
It depends on
That
how
one's
much gas
a
I have.
little
I think.
nasty.
Yeah.
Are you sure they wanted to listen to this?
It's okay. I mean, that long one is like when a little bit comes out. So, I know I say that joke, but that actually happened to me once. Well, no.
I think a lot of people have experienced it
Well,
one way or the other.
it's like more relevant because obviously sometimes like you eat really crappy or I eat really crappy, and then the day that I decide to eat like an apple or like some actual veggies, then like it cleanses my system, so that when I think I'm farting, and it's like it's a good time.
Yeah, just as long as if it's in the public space, that's the worst because you can't do anything about it.
Yeah,
when
but
a
if
little
it's,
bit
if it's
comes out.
silent. When you
Yeah.
just run to the bathroom.
And what? Take your pants off?
No, clean. Well, okay. To what degree though, right? Because for me, when a little bit comes out, it doesn't come out. I just feel it. Oh, sorry, I just hit. It just. I can feel it, but then I immediately stop. Like nothing ever reaches my underwear. Like it doesn't. Like nothing stains.
Oh,
so I've never it's never gotten to the stain part. Because you can clearly feel liquid versus gas.
Okay.
For me, anyways.
I
So
see.
I'm able to. Yeah. Have you shit yourself as an adult?
Shit yourself. Only when I'm really when I'm sick, when I have a upset stomach and diarrhea issues.
We've dated for 3 years and you've never shit yourself.
I think that's a good thing, right? Do you want to
I hope so.
experience that?
No.
No, but sometimes when you're really sick and you want to fart and then instead, So that happened maybe once or twice when I'm an adult. And obviously it's like unfortunate situations, but usually that's when I'm at home because I'm sick and I can't go out. Yeah, but
True.
is that enough fart poop talk for you?
Yeah, I think that was good. I like the
Okay.
fart stuff.
Right.
Yeah, that was a lot. I think we covered a lot today. We covered a lot of serious things with the pandemic, government.
Yeah, and we did
Don't
some
get me
fun
started.
photos and Pokemon topics.
Yeah, I really like. I mean, yeah. If you guys enjoyed the segments, you guys can let us know which ones you liked more, whether it's the funny bits or the more discussion, serious bits. Just so we get an idea of what you guys like and what we can focus on.
Yeah, and like he said earlier, if you have any topic you want us to talk about, any videos or photos that's fun to see and discuss, send them our way on IG or even on
Your
YouTube.
IG is on private, by the way.
Mine?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. If you want people to engage with you, but obviously, Where's My Blanket is public, and we check that, so
Yeah,
you can always
yeah.
just use that.
So mostly, I guess we can interact from there.
Yep. One last thing, just very quickly, if you guys are readers and if you guys have kids at home or whatever, J.K. Rowling just released her new book, The Ichabod, online for
I
free.
heard about that.
Yeah. So just search The Ichabod ICKABOG. Not sponsored, but I hope so. But yeah, I don't know. I just thought that it was cool that she released it for free. And yeah, it's in chapters online. You just read it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Is it a kid's book?
Yeah, it's a kid's book, but obviously, Harry Potter's a kid's book, right? But we still enjoy it. So yeah, I'm gonna give it a read and see how I like it.
I'm gonna try to download it on my
Kindle, whatever it's called.
Kindle, yeah. I just downloaded talking about new releases. Did you know the Hunger Games? They just came out with another
movie?
No, book.
Oh,
it was books first. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So the trilogy, right? And they just came out with the prequel to it after 10 years. So it's already number one like everywhere.
Wow.
So I downloaded it.
I've never read the Hunger Games books.
So much better than the movies. Yeah.
Well, I think that you can say that for almost everything.
Almost everything. Most. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I'm pretty excited to read it. It's basically about...
You read books?
Yes, I do.
Wow.
It's basically about Snow.
Oh, actually, that would make sense. Yeah, and honestly, I like him as a character. He was fun. His
character made sense and was pretty powerful.
Final scene,
even though he was a villain.
His final scene with Agnes, not final scene, the one where he's in the White House.
Yeah,
and he's like, not the White House, the greenhouse. He's like
pretty much his final scene. Yeah.
Oh, what's the main character's name again?
Katniss.
Oh, Katniss, dear. I thought we'd agreed that we'd never lie to each other or something. I was like, that's such a good line. That's so good. But yeah, Ichabod's online for free, and also Hunger Games the books are out, or the new books, so you guys can check those as well. And I guess, I don't know, the reason why I stress books or wanted to think that it's cool is because I think books are cool, important, especially if you have kids. It's a good way to keep them busy and get their vocab sharp and
get their gears turning.
Books are just amazing in general. But anyways, www.where'smyblanketpodcast.com for this episode and all our previous ones. Once again, episode 1 to 5. If you're on Spotify or audio only, I apologize. We apologize. But yeah, hopefully this one is a bit more audio friendly. We at least tried to make it that direction anyways. Other than that, have fun. See you guys next week. This week is David's birthday.
Yay.
By the time it comes out, it might already be past. I'm not sure. It might come out on Sunday or Monday. I don't know yet. We'll see. Depends on how much time I have to edit.
You guys just have to wait. Just kidding. My birthday is not that important.
Anyways, see you guys next time for episode 7. Bye.
Have a good one. Bye.